Hi there, and welcome to day 10 of your 30 days to fix your English fluency. In this series, every day for 30 days, I share a fix, a tip to help you speak English more fluently, more naturally, and more confidently. Being confident is so important because when you feel confident, then you speak more English. And one of the ways that you can feel more confident is when you know that your grammar is okay and that you aren't making many mistakes. So in other video lessons, I've looked at ways that you can simplify your grammar so that you reduce the mistakes. So how you simplify your tenses, how you can simplify your questions. And in this video lesson, I'm going to share my best grammar tip for helping you to speak English more fluently. And this grammar tip is how you can use modal verbs to sound more natural. Okay, I'm just going to share a couple of slides with you. So if you just bear with me. Okay, so first of all, who am I? So my name is Claire. I'm an English teacher, and more than 275,000 people learn English with me on my website every month. I've been helping people online since 1999. I know, that's a very long time. And the thing that I'm most passionate about is how I can help people speak English more fluently. Okay, so let's get started. I want to show you a couple of questions, and I want to ask you why you think these sentences sound strange. Right, so the first sentence, she has no possibility to attend the meeting. The second sentence, there is an obligation for you to attend. Okay, so these sentences sound a little bit strange. First of all, because they sound very formal. She has no possibility to. There is an obligation for you. So they sound quite formal. But the other thing is that they are really, really long. And as you know, most English sentences, we like to keep them short. So what can you do to make your English sound more natural? Well, the answer is to use modal verbs. Okay, so modal verbs, you could say, are the stars of English grammar. Modal verbs completely change your English. Okay, so there are three things that are really important about modal verbs. The first thing is that they can make sentences short, and we like short sentences. The second thing is that they can change the mood of a sentence, and I'll explain that in a minute. And the third thing they do is that they perform functions, and again, I'll explain that in a bit. So let's have a look at the first thing, how modals can make your sentences short. So let's go back to the sentences we had before. She has no possibility to go. She has no possibility to go. 6 words. You can shorten this down to 3 words by using the modal can't. She can't go. The second sentence, there is an obligation for you to go. There is an obligation for you to go. 8 words. Again, you can shorten this right down to 3 words. You must go. So modal verbs are a really, really useful way to keep your sentences short. Okay, the other thing they do, the second thing they do, is they change the mood of a sentence with just one word. So all these different ways of saying I go. I must go, an obligation. I might go, it's a possibility. I should go, it's a good idea for me to go. I will go, so this is something I've already decided, so it's a very strong possibility. I will go. I can't go, I'm not able to go. So you can see with just one word, you can change the entire meaning of a sentence. And the third thing that they do is that they perform functions. Here's an example. Would you like an apple? So would you like is an offer, is a type of a function. So you can use the modal would to make an offer. Could you? a really nice way of starting a request. Could you lend me some money? I should have known, a sort of a regret. I should have known that you would have done this. Why didn't I think? I should have known. So modals are also a very good way of showing functions in a sentence. So in fact, modals are more than just a good way, they're fundamental, they're necessary for showing politeness. Would you like? Could you? And because we're using past modals, would and could, that gives a little bit of distance between us and the other person. And when you create distance, you make it more polite, and you also make it easier for the other person to say no. Modals are also fundamental for conditionals and for hypothesis. So, you know, the conditional sentences, the first, second, and third. If I leave now, I will catch the train. If I left now, I would catch the train. If I had left earlier, I would have caught the train. So you need modals for conditionals. And we can also use modals for hypotheses, to comment on things, maybe things that have happened in the past. I should have known. I regret it. I should have known something. They may have taken the wrong road, which is why they're late. And the third area where we can use modals is to talk about our expectations, what we expect will happen, and to avoid giving an answer. This is a little bit more advanced. So for example, an expectation, I would have thought that, or to avoid answering the question, you might be forgiven for thinking this, but. Okay, so those are three areas where modals are really, really important. And in fact, you know a few ways to use modals. Imagine if you knew all the ways to use modals. Imagine how your English could be really natural and really fluent. So I want to show you how you can use modals to speak English naturally and fluently, how you can speak regularly and get expert feedback, and how you can do all this without paying lots and lots of money for an English course. So how do you get all these things? When you join the English Fluency Club. So the English Fluency Club is a club for members where you can practice your English. You have 650 fluency phrases in 2 complete programs. So if you've been watching these videos, you know about fluency phrases. They're very, very important phrases that we use in everyday conversations. And when you know fluency phrases, it means that your speaking is much more natural, you don't have to translate, and you're much, much more fluent. When you join the English Fluency Club, you also get exclusive training every month. So this is training which you don't get anywhere else on the internet. So the most recent training is how to use modals to speak fluently. But we've also looked at prepositions, we've also looked at tense errors, we've also looked at small talk. Also, when you join the English Fluency Club, you get group lessons every month, and these lessons are live. So they are with me and with other members of the Fluency Club, so you can practice your English, which is really important. And you also have weekly challenges. Every week, upload a very short video on Facebook and get my feedback. But that's not all. When you join the English Fluency Club, you also have 2 personal lessons with me. So we organize these lessons on Skype. They're one-to-one. Ask me anything. If you want to prepare a presentation, if you just want to prepare for some speaking, organize a lesson with me and I will give you my feedback. 2 very important things about the club. First of all, it's a community of people. Community is important because you have people around you who can help you and support you and encourage you, and you can make international friends. The other really important thing is that you get direct access to me. So through the live lessons, through the challenges, and through your 2 personal Skype lessons, you get my feedback. So I want to give you as much value as I can. So for the first 100 members to join the English Fluency Club, it costs just $10 a month. That's all you will pay, just $10 a month. Of course, you can cancel anytime. I hope that you won't. I hope that you will stay with me. And most people do stay because of the value that you get. And when you join today, I will also send you, as a thank you, I will also send you 10 grammar hacks. What is a grammar hack? A hack is an easy way to do something. So I will show you 10 ways that you can simplify the grammar so that you can reduce the mistakes. So I'll give you an example of a couple of grammar hacks. So the first one is how you can split up a long question. Sometimes questions can be long, but I'll show you how you can split them up to make them easier. Another hack, how you can avoid reported speech. Reported speech can be difficult because you have to remember the 1/10 back rule, but I'll show you how you can avoid it so you can speak English without hesitating and you can speak English more fluently. So how do you join? Here is the link, and I'll also write it in the comments so you can, in the description, so you can see it. https://bit.ly/English Fluency Club. So I wanted you to get as much value as possible. So I created a comparison table so you can compare the English Fluency Club with other things. So here is the English Fluency Club compared to other English programs and compared to YouTube. A bit cheeky there, but compared to YouTube as well. So the first thing, you get live lessons. It's very, very important that you can practice your English with me and with other people. Obviously, with other English programs, most of the time you also have live lessons, but you don't have live lessons with teachers on YouTube. The new training, which is exclusive every month, very important that you always have something new to work on, and that's a part of your membership for the English Fluency Club. You don't always get this with other English programs, and you don't get exclusive training either on YouTube. Community, very important that you get help from other people, is a big part of the English Fluency Club. Also on most other English programs, but obviously not on YouTube. And then the fourth thing, cost, again, is important. I try to keep the cost down for you with the English Fluency Club. Compare that to other English programs which are really, really expensive. And of course, YouTube is completely free. So I'd like you just now to think a little bit how your life will be when you join the English Fluency Club. So the first thing, your future with the English Fluency Club, in the first 60 seconds, in the first minute, you get 2 complete fluency programs with your 650 fluency phrases so that you can start speaking confidently straight away. Then, in the first 24 hours, the first day, you get your first weekly challenge. And then in the first 14 days, in the first 2 weeks, your first live lesson with me and with other people. And then in the first month, you can organize your first personal lesson with me. Okay, so just to come back to you again, there you are. I would love to welcome you to the English Fluency Club, the place where you get lots and lots of value at a low cost and where you get to speak English fluently. When you join today, I will also send you 10 grammar hacks to simplify the grammar. If you'd like the slides, just let me know and I will email these to you as well. Thanks for watching. Bye.